I'm Carrie.
I'm Sheila.
Guys, we're in downtown Nashville. We were here last weekend, or last Wednesday, but we're going to talk today about planning your vacation. And everyone is coming to Nashville for vacations these days.
Right, they are. But even if you're not, you may be going somewhere. So we want to share some tips with you that we use on a regular basis that just might be helpful.
Right, because when you're planning your big trip that you've probably been saving for like a year, you want to make sure you didn't forget something. So we're going to try and hit some of those buttons today and hopefully help you out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay?
My first thing that I do is research the city I'm going to.
Okay.
Find out what the locals are doing, the off the beaten track kind of things, like what restaurants they say are really good. I try to stay away from chains.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
Absolutely. Shop
Okay.
local, wherever you are.
So wherever you when you finally pick your destination, if you're not going into a resort, figure out what's local and what you should do. If you don't want to, do what everybody else is doing, I guess you could say.
We go a lot of places tropical, and one thing I find that I have to think about every single time are those accessories. If you're going tropical, you might need a hat, you might need a beach bag. Make sure you've got plenty of sunglasses, because if you lose a pair, then you're off paying more than you might try to pay.
Oh, for sure.
You might need sunscreen. So think about those accessories, not just your wardrobe for day and nighttime, but those little things, because I find if I don't pay particular attention, I get down there and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need a hat. I've had enough sun, or maybe you got burned the first day and suddenly you feel like you wish you had a big floppy hat.
Okay,
so
accessories.
And on Amazon, there's great packable hats, so you can order one, or put it just a regular straw hat and put it in your luggage and pack your clothes around it so the brim does not get off.
Great
Okay.
tip.
Yeah.
Great
So
tip.
thinking about the hat and your tan, don't forget where you're going. A lot of these tropical places, you're a lot closer to the sun than you normally are, so you're going to burn. So maybe, Rebecca talked last week about self-tanners, but those don't condition your skin.
They don't protect you against the UVA and UVB
No,
either.
you might want
Be
to,
careful.
much as you might not want to do it, if you're going to be in the sun, you might want to get a little quick suntan and salon package.
And I'm a list maker, so when I find out that I'm going on a trip, I just on my phone, the things Sheila's talked about, Carrie's talked about, as they come to my mind, I just make a list of all those things in my phone.
Yeah, and then what kind of trip are you taking? Are you doing an all-inclusive where really you've paid for everything but you need tips? So think about that, like how much money in ones, because you don't want to get there and then there's no one who'll give you any ones and you got like $300 or $400 bills in your purse. So pack ones. I know we're about to go away for like 8 days and we like to take, I don't know, $250 worth of just ones
Oh, yeah.
for tips. So already have that with you.
I do a lot of flying. I'm always careful to not overpack, because you want to bring things home.
Yeah.
You want to bring souvenirs home, and the airlines have cut all their costs, but they're really sticklers about the weight of that luggage nowadays.
That's a good point.
I try to leave space in my luggage for the things I want to bring back.
Souvenir
Of
space.
course, I'm not buying the fact that Carrie and David take ones just to tip people. I think she makes her husband dance for her, and she takes the ones and sticks them in his underwear.
She's not supposed to share our after show talks with everybody. Look, when you got somebody that can
Dance,
moves
Diamond
like
Dave.
Diamond Dave, you gotta have some ones.
Gotta be prepared at all times.
I
right?
like to have the ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, one tip too, I just want to throw this out there. It doesn't really matter how pigmented your skin already is, you can still burn. I just want to point that out. You can already have a solid base tan or feel like you've got it going on tan-wise, or maybe you already have a darker pigmented skin because of your ethnicity. You'll still burn. Please don't take that as, I am great, it's never going to penetrate. I've seen that all too
Yeah,
often,
even
so
if
be
you
careful.
right, if you've even got a solid base of tannin, I've just seen no matter what you do, always have 15 or more on.
Absolutely.
Always have 15 or more
Absolutely.
on. Yeah. And if you haven't tanned at all and you can't, then you might want to start with like 45s and then 2 days later ask Greg Higley about this. 45s, and then 2 days later switch to 30 and then down to 15s. Yeah.
I do a lot of overseas traveling. I always make sure to make photocopies and email myself driver's license, credit
Ooh, good
cards,
idea.
passport, anything that I'm carrying in my wallet, just in case the unforeseen happens. You get mugged or pickpocketed, or even if they just lose your luggage. So you have copies on your email, because you can log into your email from anywhere.
Right. So that way you got all your phone numbers to call and cancel
Yeah,
those
that too.
cards. That's a great tip right there. Don't forget your passport. If you haven't been out of the country before, go apply for that.
Leave
6 months.
Yeah.
6 months in advance, probably. What's some other things when you're planning a trip? I mean, you got to get excited. And that's the thing, too, about planning a trip. Nothing's more fun than to have a goal and something coming up that you look forward to.
That's
Right?
true.
How exciting.
One thing too, obviously you have children, and you have to make sure if it's just you and a significant other going off on a trip, have the children taken care of, obviously, but we tend to forget until last moment about our pets.
Mm-hmm.
Because pet boarding fills up very, very quickly this time of year.
True.
And don't wait till the last minute, because there's nothing more unnerving than not knowing where you're gonna take your beloved cat or dog.
Okay, so don't forget about that with your pets, for heaven's sakes, and your kids.
Very important.
Yeah, vacationing is exciting. And we got a health tip?
Yes, we do. All right, this goes right along with actually something Kathleen just said, and I'm going to encourage you, no matter where you're going, to invest in one of these. Pickpockets, people are getting more and more advanced on what they can do.
Mm-hmm.
So you can go on Amazon, PacSmart, P-A-C, Smart, invest $60, $70, $80 in a purse that this actually, nobody can cut this. I know, and I've had this happen to a friend of mine over in Europe where somebody just cut her bag and went running off with it.
Oh, wow.
So you cannot cut this with a knife or anything, and it actually has the scan proof to where somebody cannot get my credit card information by scanning anything, which is something that they do too. So I've had this one for probably 6 years. It's gone over Europe with me all over the place, so definitely invest in that.
Very
Yes,
good.
and that's a health
Yeah.
tip so that you won't be
That's right.
worried about your
Yes,
privacy.
Or stranded in a
You
foreign
won't be
country.
stranded and then hurt, and then you need emergency.
All right. Well, you're about to go on vacation.
I'm
so
about to leave. I'm leaving. Yeah.
have fun.
Actually, when this show airs, I will be on vacation.
Yay!
All right.
That's
I'll be
fantastic.
on vacation when this airs, so we filmed it early.
Well, she doesn't know it, but I'm going to be like watered up in her suitcase.
Yeah.
And here's my travel quote for you. Put down the map and just travel the roads. I think sometimes we get so caught up in the
Unless you're in
going and the
Mexico.
doing.
Unless you're in Mexico.
Unless you're Mexico, that's right. Yeah, be very careful down there.
Yeah.
But I think sometimes we get so caught up in I have to be up at this time and I have to be here at this time and everything is so regimented. And that's fine if that's your personality and mentality. But sometimes it's better just to forget about all that and just explore.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right.
All right, that's it. I hope y'all have a great vacation this
Yeah.
summer. Tell us where you're headed.
All right.
SOAR.
SOAR.